What's up, guys? Welcome back to Xyber here, Tech and Games Crusader. We have another unboxing. This is for the BOBOVR Retrofit Kit for converting your BOBOVR M2 Pro or M2 into an M1 Pro or M1 style strap. So what this does is converts from a Halo style that we have right here into a standard back, more supportive style. So you go from comfort to support, and then it has a couple of extra things to be able to enhance the support, including a new extremely grippy gel rear cap that replaces the split PU leather on there. So looking on the back, we see the official BOBOVR steel. This is $15 on Amazon, by the way. So we got just very basic information all around on the packaging. We focus on the best VR user experience and services. I take this with a caveat of within fitment of standard sizing. They don't like to make things for the outliers like me, who have lower hanging ears, offset ears, larger head size. We are going to measure this and compare it also to the other offerings that I typically are my go-tos, which are the Q2 from KK Cobb VR and the Soarking Elite strap. I don't want to call this an elite conversion because it's not, where it has this hinge on it here. I just call it, you're going from comfort to support. This is more rigid in its design to be able to have for sports types and more active games, whereas this is more for, you know, immersion experiences and movie watching and things like that. So let's go ahead, get into it here. What comes in the box? We have an offset larger size top strap. It's not felt, but it almost feels like the cloth material that's used, very soft, on the K2 that I did coverage for yesterday. So, but checking the width, we got standard size here. Got an inch, or 28.5 millimeters, and it goes up to the width of inch and a half, which is the same width as a deluxe audio strap style, or 40 millimeters. So what they want you to do that I don't agree with is pin this behind your actual strap Velcro. This is not a mechanical connection, so this will fail. You can shake this out, and it does lessen the life of the product. It takes a lot of force, but it will shake out. So we've got this. Let's go ahead, open this up, take the battery off. As you can see how this is designed, coming out from behind the rear foam. It's right there in the corner. So all this is a hole drilled, and then they have their Velcro adhesive over top of it. Rest of the things in the kit here, we have, here's your QR code for being able to scan to get help. Also the product catalog from BOBOVR. And what you do whenever you scan this, it'll take you to their website, and then you tap on the product of which you need assistance with and go to the manual for more feedback. We have a P00 sized Phillips head screwdriver. Just a jewel casing, pretty cheap. But it does have very distinct, very sharp edges all the way around for good grip. We got, looks like 3 and more screws in here to shake out. So yeah, we have 3 screws. We only need 2, so we have 1 extra. Here's your cable loom. Your replacement caps that they want you to use, because these gaskets are a larger diameter, in the core of them is a lot more resilience, a lot more absorption. For squeezing, it's a lot harder to squeeze these than the ones that are currently on it. By the way, this is not a magnetic tip. It is a ferrous design. And then we have what's going to turn this into a supported style opposed to a comfort style. And we have a Velcro attach version of a very open-celled, grippy rubber. Not quite food-grade silicone. I mean, as you can see, this is very shiny. Food-grade silicone is not. It's very lusterless. But where I wear a balaclava on my head whenever I play VR, because I have long hair, this will probably absorb a lot in the way it's designed. Give me one moment and I'll grab the other head straps. Alright guys, sorry about that. So, this is a food grade silicone. And this is the Soarking strap. You can see how it's a very lusterless. There's no shine to this. But it's durable. This looks more like a, I don't know, maybe the slime toys that were around that you throw at things and stick when you're a kid. So let's throw it at the TV here and see if it sticks. No, it doesn't. You can hear the sound it makes. And you can see, yeah, it reminds me of the squishy spider toys that you throw at windows and watch them slide down the window whenever I was a kid, so. This is kind of an in-between. of doing this. I mean, this is a lot thicker. Let's see comparison thickness, what we have here. We got 3/4 of an inch, or 20 millimeters, compared to about 3/8 of an inch. Or 10.5 millimeters. It's a lot thinner, so it is more for support than comfort. I mean, comfort is defined by cushy. Whereas, I mean, this it does have resilience to it to get back to its shape. Let's see if we can actually get it to no, it stays open-celled. We'll see how large this gets, if it's still just going to be retaining the same size from here back to the center of the cap after changing it. So take a look here, pull them off one at a time, that way you can make sure which one you have is the correct one. You don't mix them up. Let's go ahead, fold it in half. I never had an issue with the padding itself. What I have an issue with is this hollow core where there is no padding is what gives me the most issues. Because of that design choice, it's what causes a lot of head pain whenever you have long hair, because it's stopping your hair from being able to go anywhere. I'm not being gentle with this either. I'm just taking it and pulling on it, stretching it, because I want to see how resilient it is. In the case of, oh, your kid grabs your headset and they just start carrying it by the gel or something. Yeah, I'm not a fan already of there's not just an easy on for me, having OCD of things being lined up and everything, so I suppose that will have to do. Same thickness. This two-piece design, while it is convenient, it's also frustrating because being able to line up to where you don't have a separation on the sides and let me show you, this is what they intend for you to do with this strap here. They want you to put the strap in like this. Soft side Velcro on the inside like that, and then the grip side or tacky side against your pad. See, your kid goes carrying your headset through the hallway by the strap here, and they're just doing this with it. It is going to come off. As you can see, it's not coming off of this because this is the weaker point. It's coming off of this. So if you have the battery on here, you have your headset on it, I feel for you. I really do. BOBOVR tries to make products that appeal for the purpose of style, but they are not as much in substance and function for being able to cover a lot of head sizes or shapes. It's on upside down, but still, it's here and there. Same issue applies. Weaker point is where it's going to come off at. And this actually has a larger area on it for it to grip than the top does. God, I hate this. I hate putting on separate pads that I can't line up as one piece. This separation here, this is a point of where you have no cushion on the sides of your head right there. I applaud them on doing something different, but here's the reality of it. I've been doing product testing for focus feedback to manufacturers since over 2 decades now. And I'm always going to approach things from the idea of multi-perspective assets. Being that if you have kids, someone accidentally grabs it the wrong way, I'm going to approach the ease of use, the ease of setup, and the ease of design. Design-wise, because this being 2 pieces, and they insisted on doing it with a solid core back, instead of having an open area for your hair to go through, I don't like that design. I never have. I mean, there's a reason that the official Elite strap has an opening in the back. So let's go ahead and put this strap in here. Be right back. Alright. I mean, you can't stick it any more than it permits. That's why they have this separation on here, right here. It's almost like they made this long enough to be intended for this strap to go in behind everything. Alright, so that's your strap. Even on the right side up, that one just completely came loose outright. It didn't take this with it. It just flung it off. Trying to give this the benefit of the doubt and put it the absolute best I can get it to go in there. There we go. That is the absolute best I can get this to go in here. I'm not going to shake it anymore because I know a lot of you guys don't like that I put things through more testing and more trials than most people even consider doing. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get a screwdriver here. So you want to hold your cap here just to make sure that it doesn't spin. Apply direct center pressure and push inwards and turn. Measuring the screws that we take out. Same length, just these don't have the plastic material in there that is on the others. So once your screw is out, normally what I would do is use a smaller driver, put pressure inwards. But let's go ahead and get the other one and then I'll show you how to get these out. I'm grabbing my trusty, never rusty Radio Shack micro driver. Apply pressure between these layers. A little twist. Let's pop out the cap. Just turn outward. You can see here is a gasket. This is what gives it its tightness in the adjustment this way, because it has this friction from the gasket. There's a little track in there that it sits in. Get underneath it. Got it between. We'll pry sideways. Caps off. Let's keep our parts separate here from what we're taking off to what we're putting on. Alright. No longer have this with this garbage on there. Immovable parts. Underneath the gasket, and that's removed. As you can see, there's the joint. And then there's a trick to being able to get these on the right way to where you can see it's kind of bent in an angle already. So you hold your hand on it for a bit. You have a good amount of body heat. You just want to pry it inwards. Get as much of your hand on the back of it as possible. Or you can use a heat gun as well if you want. You're just trying to get the end of it bent inwards. And then you just twist to straighten this out. A little bit better. The reason you bend this inwards is you want it to cuff over the end at the front here. Alright. Got a good twist on it there. As you can see, they are labeled left side, right side. So, grab our headset here. And what you want to do is put it over the front. Did I twist it too far? I believe I did. So when you get it on, you just want to slide it back and you'll hear it lock into place. There we go. Locks into place. You got this back rail here where it locks. And now your front's not been impacted. So you can do it like this but this weakened front end cap right here gets bent outwards to where it doesn't snag and stay on very well. With the way that I've bent this, that's on and over this lip right here. That this one, because I went this way with it, doesn't sit all the way over, so it doesn't take anything to pull it off. So we'll rebend this one. Take it in from the front. And because these are warped slightly, you're not going to have, as you can see right there, now it's locked in. You don't have to do it this way. I've shown you both ways to do it. It's up to you. But now it's time. They want you to use this on this front up here. For managing your cable. They do offer no center, but only an upper and lower area for your cable routing. So we're going to go with lower, because upper makes no sense for something that's attaching to the lower side. Alright, so got that done. And now we'll just go in reverse. Let's put our gasket on. You want to press your fingertips down around the edge to make sure it's all the way set. Back inside of this groove channel around the plug port. This being the plug port. Alright, so we got both of those. Apply pressure, 2 fingers each side. Line up the hole. And then apply pressure, 2 fingers each side. We got our new caps that have untapped plastic cores. So pop these on. Like that. Now we can go ahead. Got our screwdriver. Screw. It's very difficult to do this looking through the phone screen. I miss having my PC up and going so that I can be able to have overhead camera and just talk into the mic instead of talking into phone. Same way, press inwards, apply pressure, and turn. While holding the outer cap. So if you don't hold the outer cap, you're just going to keep on spinning it, and it won't get tight like that. And this is something that you definitely want to be tight. Because this is going to give you a more rigid, supportive strap. The more snug you can make it, the better the support will be. But you don't want to crank it down because you'll strip it out and then it won't stay tight. But you know, this is what you want. This is as far out as it goes. As you can see, it's not strong enough to be able to stay up on its own. But with your strap in. By the way, guys, without the battery, here's your balance point. That's without a face mask as well. With your battery, you got it right about here is your balance point. You add in a face mask. Here's the Oculus Fit Pack Wide bracket. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, guys. All I did was pull this up by the strap and this came off. As you can see, it's on the exact way it's supposed to be. And I'm pressing inwards to try and hold it on. It just doesn't stay on. And take off the battery. Splitting the back of the seam. I'm trying to make it stay on. That's pulling on the front of it. And it's just still comes off. That's just ridiculous. Give me a bit. Alright, sorry. I dropped the screwdriver. So I had to pick it up. And my ruler. So, this is as far out as it goes. Let's go ahead and measure if this changes any at all. It's just under 110 millimeters. or just under 4¼ inches per side at its maximum expansion. This, I said, where it's not a mechanical connection, would be the weak point of this strap design. I was right. I hadn't even tested it yet. And this isn't, I'm going to show you. This Velcro is not worn away or anything. It's not covered in fuzz. I've used this head strap maybe 5 times for no more than a total of an hour. I just don't like, and I can't justify the purchase of any BOBOVR product whenever they don't make products that are inclusive for all sizes and shapes of heads. They want to keep things exclusive to fits most or fits what we want it to, and not worldwide sizing fit. I mean, this top strap, I can't put that on there. That's just, no. This doesn't work, people. Flat out. This is a poor excuse and implementation of a secure point, because they didn't want to put in a hole right here on their M2 Pro. It'll work with the M2, but not the M2 Pro. Why? Because the M2 has a slit in it right here for a top strap. I mean, I will leave that part to you all, because as far as I'm concerned, the KK Cobb VR products, this being their fan solution compared to the F2 from BOBOVR, is light years better, because it doesn't require a separate attachment fan with a subpar facial interface. That's not meant for glasses compatibility or glasses spacers. All it does, it's one piece. And it even takes place of where you would have a halo even. And it gives you the higher point of top strap attachment like you would get on an HTC DOS adapter strap. This is the only thing BOBOVR has going for it right now, is the swappable batteries on their head straps. If someone else makes something like this, or even if they make a wireless key charging head strap, BOBOVR is yesterday's news as far as I'm concerned. I've got irons in the fire with collaborations for different companies on products that will put theirs to shame in design, engineering, and development. In the functionality and the ways of use, to where it makes sense not just for one size or most sizes of people, but all sizes of people. Let's just go ahead. I don't have a glasses spacer in right here. Normally, I have to use a glasses spacer whenever I use any of the default facial interfaces. This is the wide facial interface. So, let's go ahead and just see how well okay, for one, my ears are touching the band. This one not as much, because this one's a little lower than this one, but this one is touching the band right here. And that's even with it angled up. I mean, this is comfortable, but it's not touching my hair. I'm wearing a baklava that my hair is up inside of, so that's not an issue. The issue of contention, when I would use with this style of facial interface, I would be using the Esimen 5M1. Slide over. Then it's not even compatible with this. Because the way they have these clips designed on the inside, it's too wide. So if I take it from here over the back and slide it on, I can't even do that because this stupid cable clip's in the way. Maybe from right there. Nope. So, can't use it from the front ways. We'll see if we can use it from the back way. So you can use it from the back direction like this, but then what I would typically do is add on headphones to the back area while it's at the front area. Can't do that with this, but this does offer a little bit more comfort with your support being able to do it this way. It also gives you a little bit more cable routing to where it hides your cable a lot better than this stupid little clip does, because you have a longer area to hide it and to slide it down in behind. I'm sorry, it may seem like I'm ragging on this thing, but I mean, yeah, I am. I really am. It's a $15 upgrade kit to a $60 headset or head strap that has a flaw to it to start with that they should have fixed. So if that's what the M1 was going to be, with this solid input here and no hole for a top strap, it's a subpar design. And it's not worth the money. For the M1 Pro in that aspect as a head strap all of its own, because one, this is not strong enough to hold the weight of the headset itself, let alone a headset with a face cover and other things on there. I mean, they try and add some luxury features with like, oh, you have a nice sleeved cable. Yes, it is a rounded tip cable, which is best because you have grip on the top and the bottom to be able to move it without it bending. But not having a slit here for this to have a top strap attached, and depending on your rear padding to hold your top strap, if you lift your headset by the top strap and it's not attached at the front, you're going to lose the back of your, and your battery is just going to go tumbling off. So you lift it by a strap. This is going to go pull tumble. I'm serious, guys. You're asking for it with this thing. This is a flawed design in a way that, with a lithium-ion battery, is dangerous. If it's just somebody hauling off, holding their headset by the strap instead of by the headset itself. If I hold it by the headset itself, it has some rigidity to hold shape in the larger size. At the largest size. The smaller sizes, yeah, it'll hold shape better. But it still can't hold. For $65 for an M1 Pro, or $60 for an M2 Pro, there are better offerings out there. Right now, this is what I've been using. I've got my Your Power on here, charging right now. If I take it off, look, has a loop in the back. I don't have to wear a top strap with this. I can if I want, but because of these, I angle them to the back to be able to comfort and cup my head. Full coverage, slides completely over the front, clip on easily. And here's the best part. We have 5 1/4 inches. $135. This is the best value for a battery strap currently out. People may say, oh, this pad design's stupid. It's very firm. It's firm, but it's resilient. And it has a cutout right here at the bottom for your hair to go through. And as you can see, right here, if you have longer hair, your hair has a place to go. It's not stuck in a... You don't have to put your hair in a bun or something like you do with this. Now, this is basically speaking to people with long hair right now. You don't want this. People will tell you to get this because they're being sent promotional evaluation products from BOBOVR. Every single thing I've gotten from this company, I have bought myself. I give you a honest, unbiased product feedback based on the user purchase experience, not a, oh, I get 2 batteries because I'm a influencer and I get to unbox this and get a accreditation from sponsorship for a product. No. I don't care what they say as far as people who, you know, their opinions are their own and all of this, and they're not a paid sponsorship. That doesn't matter. When you get something for free, opposed to buying it yourself, your opinion of it changes. That's what I'm getting down to. I bought this with my own money when it first showed up on Amazon back in November. Took a little while to get here, but it's been worth it. This was sent to me for testing and review. I still plan on buying one because I don't believe in not supporting a company that makes a quality product. Because I want to support innovation and those who support inclusiveness in their designs. But yeah, guys, I'm just giving some feedback here based on my experience with the product. This is still the largest head strap. This is the Soarking Elite strap. I've bought 3. I've had 1 sent to me. We have 151 millimeters. This is their revised design. Six inches each side. If you have a large head, this is the way to go. If you have long hair, this is the way to go. If you want extra comfort, Kiwi Design or VR Cover make pads for the Elite rear foam support. Just put it over the top. This is also the best implementation of a top strap I have ever yet to see. It's one piece integrated into your rear. It's food grade silicone, so it's soft, it's easy to clean, works great for support, works great for comfort. Doesn't get hot. Here's the other part. Build quality. 3 screws per side. When Soarking makes a battery strap, it's going to be a very competitive market. Having a belt on the top, essentially, that has a fasten point with belt loop holes all the way to the end. I've put this thing, this is the latest one I've gotten from them, the revised retail package design that I recently did video for. This is already put through more stress and testing than I did with the one I've been using since last year in June. So, we've tried basic strap or basic facial cover. Here is the VR cover, fitness facial kit. My VR cover XL glasses spacer broke, so let's just see if this makes any difference at all. And you can see the angle I have it whenever I put it on my head. That is not even, that is not flat. Still touching my ears. I'm going to show you now on Viper. Same angle I was using. Also, you can't tighten it down too tight or it just pops off. This is a poor design. Gotta bend it again. Take it from the front, scratch my headset up some more. BOBOVR doesn't care about your actual use experience. They care about making money. If they cared about anything more than that, I'm sorry. They would design products that were inclusive instead of exclusive in their sizing and functionality. Here's the only situation you may be able to get away with this not touching your ears, where you have to bend these up and then even your face out. Let's see. Oh, gosh, my glasses are pushing right up against these lenses. Alright, you see at the angle on the front how far up I have these going. To be able to not touch my ears and have to still set the strap. Gosh. Are you going to be comfortable for multiple hours of playing VR like that? I know I'm not. You can't use it like this because it touches your ears. If you have larger ears or a larger head. I'm sorry. I know this Headstrap has probably gotten multiple millions of reviews out there right now. Maybe not millions. Maybe hundreds of reviews already, and every single one of them are praising this product. I'm not going to do anything that compromises the integrity that I have in being able to provide a nice, well-informed user experience based on all aspects of a product. So, guys, sorry to say, but and I don't usually do reviews. I usually do just feedback. This plus this, no. This as it is, no. The M1 Pro, no. This is the only thing this company has going for it. When somebody does something better than that, this company needs to go back to the drawing board, reevaluate, reprocess. Sorry about that, guys. Battery died. Somebody needs to go back to, this company needs to go back to the drawing board, reevaluate how they're designing things, make it inclusive instead of exclusive, change things that need to be changed. This band definitely needs to be changed. For one, make it white, don't make it black. For two, don't depend on a top strap to be held on by Velcro. That's not a mechanical connection, especially if it's not looped through a point of support. So guys, you have comments, I know you're going to leave them below. Y'all are going to thumbs down this video. I thumbs down this product, so sorry, that's just how it is. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to compromise my integrity and my testing for any company. I don't care if they pay me. They're not going to get anything out of me other than the truth. So yeah, guys, you want to support the channel, follow, know we're having new videos going live, consider subscribing. If you do enjoy this refreshing breath of fresh air of honesty and, product parallels, as well as being able to provide unbiased input based on my use case scenarios, as well as my testing scenarios feel free to give a thumbs up. If you want to know when I have new things that may be coming in, but that possibly future content, consider following me on Twitter at Xyber. Yeah, guys, this is Xyber, your Tech and Games Crusader. Hope you guys have a good night, good day, take care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.